February cruise is just getting underway, and if you're taking a cruise in February, you're probably asking yourself, what's the weather? We've got to look at the forecast. Hi, and welcome back to What's the Weather? I'm Brett.
I'm Sherry.
And you might notice we are wearing cruise-themed shirts today, or I guess themed shirts.
Themed shirts. Yes, family shirts.
So if you go on a cruise, it's always good to have kind of the same shirt on.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit later on.
So there's always the guy who has the shirt on that says, I'm not going to wear whatever shirt. I'm just
the
going to wear
family
this
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah.
Those are always awesome. Way to go, you. Hey, so here's what we're going to talk about today. We've got the Disney Dream. This is the shorter cruise that's headed out of Lauderdale, goes to Nassau, pops on over to Lookout Key, and then comes back. Should be really nice. February. It's coming up.
I know. It'll be there next week.
All right, well, let's get on with the forecast, and then Sherry's got her awesome suggestion for this cruise. All right, we're going to kick things off by taking a look at that first cruise, February 6th through the 10th. It's looking pretty good. The weather pattern is still pretty active. We've got fronts that are going to be pushing into the southeastern part of the United States. It looks like the two cruises that we're looking at, though, are sort of sandwiched around more active weather. So I think we're going to come away with some pretty decent weather for these cruises. For instance, Sail Away out of Fort Lauderdale on Thursday, February 6th. How about partly cloudy skies, southeast winds, and temperatures right around 76 degrees? And then going on down to Nassau in the Bahamas, it looks fantastic. Remember, I think we'll have an area of high pressure parked over the Bahamas and that part of the Caribbean, so temperatures should be close to 80 degrees, southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now, making your journey back over to Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, this might be the best weather of the entire cruise. An east wind, which is pretty typical for that time of the year in that part of the world. 77 degrees, lots of sunshine. The Bahamas is considered a tropical marine climate, so that means that there are several chances for rain. There's a lot of humidity in that area, but seldom does the water temperature ever slip below 72 degrees. So it should be fantastic swimming. About 72 to 75 is what the water temperature should be for that day at Lookout Key. All right, back at sea on February 9th, breezy with near average temperatures, and those temperatures should be right around 73 degrees. And then pulling back into port, Fort Lauderdale, ready to disembark. I'd keep out the rain jacket. There's another front moving in to South Florida, and so there's a chance to have a few rain showers. Winds behind that will turn around out of the northeast at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. All right, next.
Okay, Sherry's suggestion today, cruise shirts, matching cruise shirts. So all of our trips to Disney World, I've always made the family wear family shirts. And then we have the photo pass, and we make the photographer take tons and tons of pictures. That's just what we do. Now, you can order these. You can make your own, which I make ours.
You silk screen them, right?
I could.
You're so
cut them out.
crafty.
Yeah, I'm so crafty.
Wait, come on. I want to show this one. It's really cool. And this is probably one of my favorite ones I've ever done.
This is, so this is the Disney Magic. This was the cruise that we took last year, 2024. And this is, I call this the deep cut.
Yeah, this is a deep cut.
So we are huge Epcot fans, and we, of course, loved Sea Base Alpha before it became the
Under the Sea
with Nemo and Friends, which is a very nice ride. I love that ride. But this is old school. So when we decided to take this,
I think it goes back to like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, old school.
I could have done that. I'll do that on the next one. So that's what I made for our cruise, the last one, and we took the pictures, and so we're all wearing the same thing. But you don't have to do that. You can do something as simple as this one I got at Kohl's a couple of years ago. I also like to go to the Disney outlets if you have an outlet next to you, which I know, and we got this one there at the outlet years ago. And it's just something I like for all of us to wear at the same time, because that way I always joke that I can find the kids if we get lost. Yeah, this was the 2016
Go Royals!
Shirt.
Woo!
Yeah, back when they were winning.
When they won they were in the playoffs. Maybe they'll be back again.
They could be. Anyway, so I've had a lot of people say, where can you get them? So you can order them from Etsy, of course. Look on Pinterest for ideas. You can make your own. They're pretty easy to make. But yes, I definitely think that is a fun thing to do, especially for Sail Away Day. Sail Away Day is the best because, everybody's just dressed up and you get your picture taken before you go on. And it's really a neat thing. So my suggestion is, yes, I know it may be silly, but do the family shirts.
Okay, I have one suggestion.
Yeah.
You know, when you first board, I would not rush on board. I would allow them to announce your name, because that is pretty cool. They announce
That
like
is
the
cool.
family.
Yes.
You know, welcome to the Disney Magic, the whatever
Yes.
family.
That is fun.
really cool.
That's one of those Disney moments, man.
It really is.
So, yeah, that's my suggestion for the day.
All right, let's check out
right.
the next part of the forecast. All right, next cruise up we're looking at is Thursday, February 20th. Sail away in Fort Lauderdale again. Looks fantastic. Pretty, let's say, average for this time of the year in South Florida. 76 with east winds around 15 miles an hour. We head into Friday, February 21st. You're down at Nassau. Sunshine. Very comfortable. East-northeast wind at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Again, Nassau, it's usually humid. There might be just a little bit of a break in the humidity, but temperatures will be around 74 degrees. Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, another situation where the humidity, believe it or not, in February could be slightly lower than what it is any other time of the year. Water temperature, despite the fact that air temperature is 73, remember, water temperature is still going to be 72 to 75. So pretty equal getting in and getting out. You're not going to be able to notice much in the way of a temperature difference between the water and the air. East winds 15 miles an hour. All right, heading back to sea. On Sunday, February 23rd, I am tracking a cold front that is moving into South Florida and through the Bahamas Sunday night into Monday. So there should be a chance of rain by evening. We'll call it mostly cloudy. Your day at sea temperature around 75 degrees. And here's a look at that front as it crosses the peninsula of Florida, pushes toward South Florida. The star, that's going to be Fort Lauderdale. The arrow is pointing toward Fort Lauderdale. And then there's the front in blue as it moves toward South Florida. So what does that mean? Well, that means when you disembark, you might want to save the souvenir rain jacket or sweatshirt or something of that nature, or keep something out to stay dry, because there will be a chance of rain in Fort Lauderdale around 8 a.m. Monday morning, February 24th, with northeast winds around 15 miles an hour and a temperature around 70 degrees. All right, I apologize for photos of all of the family and the kids. I was just joking with Sherry that this is sort of becoming our photo dump. We take all the photos we never use, we're putting them in these videos.
But Disney takes such good pictures, and you pay so much for that photo pass, that you should have those pictures everywhere in your house.
Well, we hope you have a great cruise on the Disney Dream. If you did like this video, please give us a big like, big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up, share, subscribe.
Comment if you've got a cruise that you're headed at. Maybe it's on the Dream, the Magic, the Fantasy, or it doesn't have to be Disney. It can be
No, I think we're going to do a Carnival one.
We got a Carnival cruise coming up. So please tell us where you're going and let us know the dates, and then we'll try to do the forecast. Of course, we use the extended forecast. We're looking at the repeating weather pattern cycle theory. Gives us a good idea of at least what the weather's going to be like.
Yes.
All right, so for What's the Weather, I'm Brett.
I'm Sherry.
Until next time, have a great vacation.